Okay, so we're going to go straight into our calculator, turning it on. And we're going to hit y equals. I got stuff. I'm going to clear it out. I need you to go baby negative symbol, not subtract, baby negative bracket, x plus 4 bracket. And then the squared symbol, and then add 10. Okay, maybe I changed my window yesterday. So if I want to start this new day with a fresh window, what's that little thing I should hit? Zoom 6. Okay, that'll roll off your tongue soon. Zoom 6. Zoom 6 just sets me up standard. And my screen's actually not bad. Or do you want to see a little bit higher maybe? I think I'm just running out of room up the top here. I am going to go a little higher. So how do I adjust the screen? Window, to see this a little bit higher, the Y max, instead of 10, I'm going to try 15. Graph. Okay, I like this better. So what does it kind of look like? So here's all my important points from my screen. Okay, my vertex is on this side. X-intercepts are both negative. So that better be accurate. These are both negative numbers, so make sure they're on that side. I can't see it, but I know the y-intercept will be about down there, right? All right, so first question, direction of opening. So the answer is it's going down. How did I actually know that before graphing? -2. That's the multiplier. And if you did a negative, it turns it upside down. The vertex. So we are going to calculate what's the name? In our calculator, we're going to do a max. And remember, we're going to do the mouse on the sides of it, the left and right. So this is called second trace because it gets you to your calculations. So we decided our vertex was on the top. So you want to figure out a maximum. Enter. Okay, where's your mouse? Find your mouse. Okay, I got to flip it to the left-hand side. Everybody's about like there, something? Good? Enter. Okay, cursor, arrow, flip it over from the top, da da da. Okay, I'm on the other side, enter. And then it says guess, so you just enter a third time. -4, 10 is the coordinate. Good? What's that? State? Where am I looking? Oh, state the following, like answer the following. State what the vertex is. Axis of symmetry. If I could cut that in half, we wrote this down on our sheet. We have to make a vertical line using an x equals. Which x value do you need to travel through? We have it on our paper. Did you pick? -4. Because if you cut it in half, you go through that vertex. -4. You have to go through -4. Okay, so the next is the zeros, the x-intercepts. So that's a calculation. So calculate the 0. Okay, so you have to move left. We're going to have to do this twice. We're going to repeat. So I'm going to go to the farthest one. Okay, I'm below it right now. Good, I'm to the left of it, below it. Enter. Okay, I'm going to move right. Okay, good. I'm above it. And then it does the guess, and you always have to push 3. There's a triple rule here. And there it is, something 0. Can you get me to the 2 decimals when you round it, okay? Negative 6.24 is a number. You want to try the other one on your own? 0, left, right. Look at where I put my L and my R. Left, right. Okay? And then enter it. Okay, so now, oh, sorry, are we good? A little more time? I'm not seeing any like, panics. Does that mean we're getting it? Negative 1.76. Okay, so you can see my calculator went right to it, and then the height should be 0 when it's done, right? The height. Okay, the y-intercept, you know what, I can't even see it on my screen, but I know that it's going to be down there because, right, the way a parabola will travel, it will be way down here. Can't see it, but that's okay. It's going to be really negative. So 0, comma, what do you do to get it? Trace, there's my mouse. What should I do? Just tell my mouse to go to 0. Like I'm literally just pushing the number 0. And see how I did that? As soon as I did that, it said x equals 0. Enter. Go there. Okay? Does that make sense visually? 0, negative 22. Just trace, and then you have your mouse blinking and just say, go to 0. The number 0, not the word 0. Those are different. Okay? I don't like that this has that word 0 in it. It confuses people. Domain. Okay? Left forever, and it's going to go right forever. Keeps just going both ways. Range. Okay, this one you have to think about because of how it looks. So it's like this. So what's the low when I'm flipped around? Negative infinity low part to a top height of, and now it's going to stop at, where do you get that number from? Which part is the height part? The x or the y? The y, so the height is 10, and then you need to put a square bracket because it stops, boom, exactly, on 10. Okay, here's a extension question. can you figure out this coordinate? -3 comma something. What would you do to get me that coordinate there? Should take you 10 seconds. What should you do? If you know x, what's the rule? Tell it to go there. As long as you have a cursor activated with your trace, -3. Enter. That's it. So when you know x, just tell it to go there. Did you get that? Just say -3, trace it, -3 for my mouse, enter. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our last, yesterday's question, and we're just going to finish this one thing. It's at the very bottom. Okay, so we are going to have to re-enter it. Okay, so 2 more minutes of listening. We're going to go to our y equals menu, and we're going to clear. Okay, can you give me the equation that we did yesterday? So it needs to go like this. You need to go x squared, subtract x squared, subtract 4x, subtract 6. No negatives, those are subtracts. Do you remember last time that my window we changed a little bit? So I'm just going to reset it. What's the reset? Zoom 6. Okay, so this is something we haven't done. So the question says, can you figure out the symmetric point to its y-intercept? So we did this work yesterday. We had it graphed. We had our y-intercept at 0, -6. Okay? Where would you find a symmetric point to that? Over here. It's like if you fold it in half, right? Symmetric, you can fold something in half. Okay, we're going to figure out what point is symmetric. Okay, it says with a point, so we're going to list a point. What do you know about that point already? You know one thing about that coordinate. It has to have something already. Can you see from the graphing feature of it? Something's the same. What's the same? -6. Would you agree? It's on the same height level. Does that make sense? Do you see it? Okay, so this is new. How do we get the x value? So we wrote this on our cheat sheet, but we hadn't done it. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to the y, and you're going to make a y2 line at baby -6. Make sure that's a negative, not subtract. And then if you graph it, okay, it will draw, does theirs draw a line? So do you have this going on? Okay, so I'm going to figure out, and it's called the intersection. Okay, but here's the deal. There's 2 intersections. One's over here, which we already know, and here's another one. There's 2. So I want you to hit trace, and I want you to make sure I can see your mouse. So before you do the intersection, can you make sure your mouse is at least, it just has to be closer to this one versus that one. Because when you hit intersection, your mouse will go to whatever one it looks like it's closest to, if there's multiple intersections. You don't have to be on it, because you can't really decide where to be on it. Just closer. Okay, here we go. We're going to go back to that menu. Second trace, the calculation menu. And it's in there. It says number 5, intersect. And first curve, question mark, enter. And then it jumped to the second curve. It did it for you. Enter. Guess. Enter. So guess what? It's always a rule of 3. And what do we have here? 4, comma, and we already knew, -6.